I can't believe this worked. If you guys have been watching the Montreal Canadiens recently, you'll know of the emergence of Rafael Harvey-Pinard. The 24-year-old former 7th round pick after being undrafted in his first 2 years of eligibility has really made a name for himself with Montreal since getting called up just a couple weeks ago. In his first 7 games with the Habs, Harvey-Pinard has 5 goals. And his performance has been so good that in our last game against the Ottawa Senators, Coach Martin St. Louis decided to bump him up to the first line. That's right, this guy who has been sort of a scrappy player in the AHL who gets called up to the big squad, played a few games on the fourth line with the likes of Michael Bozzetta and Alex Belzile, showed off enough in those games that St. Louis said, fine, we'll give you a shot. Harvey-Pinard's hustle and effort was enough. His hustle, effort, and goal scoring was enough to boost him up to play with the captain, Nick Suzuki, and first-line winger, Josh Anderson. And it's incredible. This guy has the speed, he has the hustle, he has the touch around the net. He's doing what, we're used to seeing Brendan Gallagher do, these scrappy goals right near the net, but also can finish. We saw him have 2 breakaway goals just a couple games ago against Detroit. Some real finesse moves there. He looked like Cole Caufield and Brendan Gallagher all in one these last few games. And like I said, St. Louis saw it and he said, hey kid, we'll give you the opportunity. And boy, did he capitalize against Ottawa. He gets a beautiful seeing eye pass from Nick Suzuki across almost the entire rink, right just for a beautiful tap in over the pad of Forsberg against Ottawa to tie the game at 3. And just a few minutes later, he gets the puck in the offensive zone. A great shot lands and he gets his own rebound sitting there in the crease for his second of the game, his second multi-goal game this season. Harvey-Pinard's effort and enthusiasm is really unmatched. The energy he brings to whichever line he's been on, whether it was the fourth line with Bozzetta and Belzile or the first line with Suzuki and Anderson, brings energy to the other guys. The game last night against Ottawa was maybe Suzuki and Anderson's game with the most effort we've seen, especially since Cole Caufield went down, and I think a lot of that has to do with Rafael Harvey-Pinard. But I think some of it also has to do with his chemistry with Nick Suzuki. If you guys weren't aware, which I wasn't until today, Harvey-Pinard and Suzuki were both at the Vegas training camp the year Nick Suzuki got drafted. These guys are both in this video, Suzuki number 17, Harvey-Pinard number 83, just coming up a little bit later after Suzuki. They knew each other since back then, and Nick Suzuki made that clear with that great chemistry, that great pass to Harvey-Pinard. They were really playing off each other well. And not only did he get a shot on the first line, late in the game, when Montreal was down 5-4, they put Harvey-Pinard as the 6th forward in the empty net situation, 6-on-5, and he created some chances. Rafael Harvey-Pinard is making every bit, every minute, every second count with Montreal so far, and we hope that he'll continue that long into the future.